One of the lab experiments we have been doing and other places also are doing is for determination of cardiorespiratory fitness. By the way, cardiorespiratory fitness, aerobic fitness, also referred to as aerobic power. There are different categories of testing have been used to basically determine, again, cardiorespiratory fitness. The best way to determine cardiorespiratory fitness is via the indirect calorimetry, but that requires expensive machines and heart also requires quite a bit of knowledge to operate those machines. So the most practical ways to determine cardiorespiratory fitness is by step testing. Okay, step testing, the history of step testing basically goes way back to Harvard Fatigue Lab, which was like 1926 to 1945. So the first step test obviously was developed by the Harvard exercise physiologist and referred to as Harvard step test. Over the years, other investigators, researchers have developed equations and step tests, and we're going to be talking about the McArdle step test. As far as each test, whether it's a step test or field test or treadmill test, has advantages and disadvantages. One of the disadvantages of the step testing is that most people don't step up and down. We don't have tall buildings to go up, and even if we did, most people take the elevators, obviously. So it is somewhat difficult, could be difficult for some individuals. That's one of the kind of negative, because it obviously stresses the knee and ankle joint especially. So that's one of the disadvantages. And another disadvantage is that the accuracy of step testing is, compared to other methods of testing, is not as accurate. Those are the two main kind of disadvantages. But the advantages is that it's inexpensive. It allows the testing of several individuals or a class of 20, 30 individuals in less than 5 minutes of time. So as far as the time-wise and the expense-wise, step testing is real inexpensive and more economical, and it can be done anywhere. It can be done at home or dormitory rooms or bleachers and whatever. So obviously, step testing is not for highly conditioned individuals, for non-athletes. Okay, so it is best for individuals who are in decent shape. Obviously, maybe overweight individuals and individuals who are really out of shape, this is not an appropriate test, because individual needs to be able to step up and down minimum of 3 minutes. Okay, most of the aerobic step tests, 3 to 5 minutes. Obviously, 5 minutes is really a long time, and then 3-minute step test is the best. So we're going to talk about McArdle step test first, and then ACSM step test after that. Okay, McArdle step test. Dr. McArdle and his associates basically came up with this test in the 1976, to be exact, and it has been around, and it's a good test. Again, 3 minutes, and the step height is not that high. Okay, important aspects of step testing is that number one, the step height. So we need to make sure you measure the step height. And for this test, again, I'm talking about the McArdle 3-minute aerobic step test. For this test, it is required to have step height of 16 and a quarter inches. Okay, so simply, we'll basically step height. So this is 16 and a quarter. Okay, as long as you're right, step height is close to that, it's okay. It's just slightly various. It's not gonna make that much of a difference. So the step height, pay attention to that. And then the second important thing is the step rate. Certain step tests require a certain step rate for males and also females. Some step tests, the rate is the same for males and females. For this step test for males, step rate is 24 times a minute. Okay, so in order to set the rate, we can use a metronome, so I set it for rate of 24 steps per minute for males, and the rate is 22 steps per minute for females. Okay, so Sam is gonna demonstrate. Basically, have the individual step up and down a little, just kind of get it. Okay, so it's gonna be up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down. Okay, go ahead and stop, Sam. Okay, so that's the rate, and again, the duration is 3 minutes. So a person, Sam is going to basically step up and down. So it takes a few seconds to get establish the rhythm, and nice and easy. Make sure when the person goes up, get the back straight, and just like that. Ready, Sam? And we're going to go ahead and start the timer. Okay, ready? Start. Up, up, down, down. Up, up, down, down. Okay, just relax and just nice and easy. Go all the way up. Get your back straight. Okay. Okay, good. Okay, what happens if the person is unable to finish the 3 minutes? Obviously, we're not going to force anybody to run into trouble and overexert themselves. So if the person cannot finish the 3 minutes at this rate, then we're going to terminate the test and try it in the maybe near future after the person improves his or her fitness level. Okay. So at this rate, again, for guys, it's 24 steps per minute. To set the rate on the metronome, whatever the step rate, you multiply that by 4. So 24 times 4 is 96. So each time it clicks, basically it's up, up, down, down. There are 4 count to 1 step, okay? So that's why we're multiplying the step rate by 4 to set the metronome, okay? And for females, as I said, it's 22 steps per minute. So for females, 22 times 4 is 88 clicks per minute, okay? All right, doing good, Sam. We got 1 more minute. Okay, just nice and easy, look straight up and just relax. Okay, we don't want the subject to be talking, or we don't want subject to be really tense, try to relax, because heart rate, we're gonna use the heart rate at the end of the test and use that heart rate to predict the individual's cardiorespiratory fitness level. And another thing is that really pay attention, obviously, the temperature of the room. It should be around, around 70 degrees, 65 to about 75 degrees, because if it's too hot or too cold, that's going to affect the heart rate, therefore it will affect the result of the test. Humidity, is not an issue indoors, but humidity should be also less than 60%. Okay, Sam, that's good. So as soon as now 3 minutes is up, what we need to do is have the person sit down. I mean, not sit down, just stand up. And we're going to find the heart rate and count, determine the heart rate within the first 20 seconds. So usually between 5 seconds immediately after to all the way up to 20 seconds. So just count the heart rate. If you're using, obviously, we're using the polar heart rate meter. Wait till about 20 seconds and get the heart rate. So and right now, Sam's heart rate, post-exercise heart rate is 126. Okay, so that's what we're looking for. We need to get heart rate in between the 5 and the 20th second after the exercise. Okay, so don't, if you're using a heart rate monitor, don't record the heart rate immediately after the test is over, after the 3 minute is over. Wait till 20 seconds and then, use that heart rate for the determination of the test result.